the bite in the night air, and the reception that he will receive. The Ring Magazine's first show here at the state-of-the-art stadium in North London. The historical boxing story. November 18th, 1990, who's fooling who in Birmingham's NEC? Eubanks wins in 9. Judgment Day, October the 9th, 1993 at Old Trafford, a draw. The famous chimes. This stage of all for the biggest fight of his life.
Eubanks Jr.
Simply the best. Here we go. In press conference madness, the egg smothered in and one smashed into a long time. Can he do what his dad done again? The flip into the ring, the hugs from Eubanks Senior and Nigel Benn. This is amazing. I don't think I've seen anything quite like this. It's going to be a war. It's going to be a firefight. But there is so much respect between the history of this.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Fatal Fury main event of the evening here at sold-out Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, London, England. 12 rounds of boxing in the middleweight division. On the line, legacy. On the line, the fight we've been waiting for. And it's all brought to you by, ladies and gentlemen, by the Bible of Boxing, Ring Magazine, and SNK Corporation, publisher of the legendary fighting game, Final Fury, City of the Wolves. Promoters, Ben Shalom for Boxer, Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, and Box Raw. Sponsorship provided by the Public Investment Fund. Visit Saudi, STC, SRMG, Dr. Suleiman Al Habib Medical Group, Saudia, the national airlines of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Jeddah Season, Milaf Cola, Visit Qatar, Core Group, Dessert, NHC, Jocko, Sky, the Arab National Bank, First Data, Sella, and SMC. This contest is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Steward in charge and supervisor at ringside tonight, Charles Giles. Timekeeper at the bell, Stephen Pucci. The 3 judges scoring will be Lee Every, Kieran McCann, and Mark Bates. And in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, the veteran Victor Laughlin. And ladies and gentlemen, before we continue, in attendance here at ringside tonight are some of the greatest of the great British fighters who accomplished world championships. But in the ring tonight, standing here with their sons, representing the greatest era of the middleweight and super middleweight division 35 years ago, please, a round of applause for the two Hall of Fame fighters, former middleweight and super middleweight champion of the world, Nigel Benn, former middleweight, super middleweight champion of the world, Chris Eubanks Sr. And now, the officials are in place and they are ready. The fighters are in the ring and they are ready. So for the sold out 67,484 fans here in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, London, England, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, and fighting out of the red corner, wearing black, official weight, 156.4 pounds. His professional record is a perfect one. 23 fights, 23 victories, including 14 big wins by knockout. He's the European Continental Welterweight Champion from London, England, the undefeated Conor, the Destroyer Benn. And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white and red, officially weighing in at 160.05 pounds, with a record of 34 victories, 25 big wins by knockout against 3 defeats. He is a 3-time 2-division IBO world champion, ranked number 5 by the Bible of Boxing Ring magazine in the middleweight division. From East Sussex, England, he is Chris Eubanks Jr.
Finally, we get it. It's really happening. One of the most extraordinary nights we've seen in boxing. The fighting feud that has gripped British sport for over 3 decades. The names Eubank and Benn fuse in history forever. Victor Lachlan, one of our finest referees.
Okay, gents, you know the rules. Remember, a BMI commands at all time. Defend yourselves at all time. God bless. Touch gloves. Touch them now. Touch them. No,
Bad blood, genuine hatred, contrasting characters, brilliant build-up, high controversy, intense training camps, an awesome atmosphere here. The fans are totally split. The story is like no other. Senior and Nigel can only watch. Chris or Conor, light the touch paper. Here we go.
Oh, left hook from Eubank.
Eubank looking massive in there.
Oh, good shot there again from Eubank. Lovely jab.
He looks big, doesn't he, Eubank?
He looks huge. And he's got the experience at the higher level. We knew Conor Benn would rip into him. But the right hands and the counter-punching of Eubanks could be dangerous. That uppercut he's looking for early.
He's got to be careful as he throws that lead right hand, Conor Benn. He's really falling over the front foot, and he's already thrown a couple of left hooks, Eubanks.
Just got to stay in the centre of that ring there, Eubanks. Just keep popping that jab out, make Benn throw from too far out.
That jab from Eubanks is looking precise early. And Conor Benn looking wild and woolly. He's got to close the range and get nice and tight to Eubanks, but with that, he takes risks.
Yeah, he's got to change the levels, move that head, target the body first, then work back upstairs. That left hook, working a treat. So is the jab so far from Eubanks.
There's a lot of movement here from Benn without really any thought behind it. Just trying to be a bit of a puzzle here for Eubanks, but it's just moving around in a no man's land here. You've got to be more assertive for those movements.
It's patient and controlled from Eubanks, just like he's been in the build-up. The older man, almost looking like that headmaster that he said he would. But Conor Benn comes in with a left hand and a right hook as well. Can he hit Eubanks, the bigger man? That's a real question.
He really needs to try and rough up Eubanks when he's inside Benn. Throw the shots around the side of the head, the body, the arms, just target everything.
He might not be physically strong enough though, judging by the size difference here. And also when he throws a left hook, you've got to make sure he gets that foot closer, because Eubanks leans back with his left hook. Gets the leverage and gets his body out of the way a bit better than Benn.
Benn bobbing and weaving, but not really getting the angles right at the moment. Eubanks just holding the centre of the ring. Oh, the right hand. He shakes his head in defiance. That right hand squeaked through.
Draw a bit of confidence there for Benn. And Benn still falling too far out. He landed with that right hand, but he threw the jab.
Yeah.
The jab didn't land, but it allowed him to get close.
That left hook is dangerous of Eubanks. One of his best weapons, and an uppercut as well. Look out for that as Benn comes in. Benn trying that left hook himself.
Just a little bit wary there, Eubanks. Let his hands go. He meant to throw a right hand. Someone stopped it halfway through. They had a good round, I thought.
You gotta put it on your face, though. I like your working, man. I like the way you're working, but you don't have to go through. He's coming to you. Just sit there and pick him apart.
Pull the screw out. Make a higher slip and then.
Jonathan Banks leading the corner. He's had plenty of trainers, Chris. Ronnie Davis, his father's trainer, in the corner as well.
Fakes make him miss. When you're coming in from that side, he's only going to throw the left hook at you, so you roll underneath it and come back. Yeah? Right? Big breathing. Up and in, up to the nose. That's good. First round down the way. See what he's got now.
Tony Sims, who's been with Conor Benn since the beginning. Train you, Darren, they're so close, and he's so crucial for Benn's tactics that he doesn't just go hell for leather.
Absolutely, and he's such a calming influence, Tony, in the corner. But I've got to say, I've been impressed with the jab of Eubanks, a shot that I feel he's neglected in his career in the past. Nice jab from Benn, though.
We're trying to double it up. Conor Benn with the jab, the black skirt-like outfit, and if you need the identification, the white and red of Chris Eubanks Jr., the 35-year-old from Brighton, and Conor Benn from Essex, lovely from Eubanks.
But just before that, Benn landed with a good jab, just a few seconds before that. Like they said in the corner, you don't even have to go to him, he'll come to you. But you still got to take the centre of the ring. You haven't got to be in the street here, Eubanks.
So everything needs to be off a jab or a feint from Conor. He can't afford to jump in with a big wild left hooks or right hands. That just plays into Eubanks' hands. Nice jab again from both.
Swapping jabs. Eubanks with the huge weight advantage in the ring. Remember, Conor Benn, a natural welterweight, but he said he doesn't mind at all. He's going to climb up and take out Eubanks, the bigger man, and then go back down. to 10 stone 7. A fantasy fight for so long, now reality.
Better there from Ben, plenty of feints when he comes in, but you got to work off one of them though. You can't just throw him and not do anything off that.
Yeah, definitely. If you get the reaction, then you've got to throw.
You got to try and time the jab as well, Ben, because Eubanks just, I mean, he was really sharp in the first round. We sort of like just touching with it in the second round.
That took from Ben. Bit better from Conor in the second round. Chris just trying to get that jab going. Again, that is a really good weapon when he utilises it right. George Groves, a few feet away, beat Chris Eubanks. Of course, so did Billy Joe Saunders, who's here, and Liam Smith, who fought earlier. He can be taken out. Conor Benn, remember, has never lost a pro fight, and that's a good jab.
Yeah, it's a lovely jab, and he's trying to slip inside the jab of Eubanks and throw his own left hook as well. Oh, just missing with the right there. Better though, he stepped in behind the left hook.
Much better round from Conor Benn, and a bit of blood from the nose of Eubanks, whose jab just hasn't had the precision as it did in the opener.
Yeah, he seemed to allow, from my opinion, he's allowed Ben back into the fight a little bit here. He had a good first round and didn't come out positive in this round and allowed Ben to take the initiative for sure. And at least Ben, he's a bit wild, he commits to every shot. So when he lands, you feel it.
There's the hooks as well. We've heard the stories in sparring that have taken apart William's skull and others. Nigel's been telling us all week that you haven't seen how good Conor Benn can be.
Don't go big with the right hand, yeah? Right. The jab was good.